I left off was, in this, on my way up, was what we was talking about. People wanting you to do it their way, and you not doing it their way, and then they just get away from you because they think their way is the right way. And that's really what all of this war and all of this is all about, because everybody wants to do it their way. But a lot of times we as people, we're not dumb. I remember back in the days they used to have that saying, do as I say and not as I do. Now it's, if the people mean you right, then yeah, that term should apply. Like, okay, a person who's a drug addict and they telling you doing drugs ain't the way, meanwhile they over there getting all cracked out, that term, do as I say, not as I do, applies. Like my father, for example, he gambled, and he gambled all of his money away, and then in the end, he ended up living off of $1,700 a month, talking about he don't got no regrets. But he did say, hey, if I learned anything at the end, he said, save your money. I'm gonna tell y'all that now, save your money. Don't gamble. That's one of the things that my father told me. So do as I say, not as I do, applies to that. But when I see white folks, and I always gotta bring up the white folks, because when you come up out of your hole and you look around, you see these white folks building high rises. They got businesses. They got all of this that's going on. When you look around, you see the Chinese people and the Spanish people, they got businesses. So the term do as I say, not as I do applies. Let me get me an empanada. And let me give me a little bit of lunch. Since I'm doing this little tour. So these are your empanadas. They look, they're like the Jamaican beef patties. Hey, how you doing today? Buenas. Okay, yo quiero carne. Sí.
Slice of ground beef.
Ground beef. Y what's this? Té? Y limon té? Sí.
How many ground beef?
Dos.
Serían 4.25.
Okay. Tarjeta. So yeah, some of them speak English to be able to help you out. Yeah, carne is beef in Spanish. Gracias. So, back to my point. Okay, the white people are telling you to go to school, go to college, and you can get a good job, but they starting businesses. That's what I'm saying. They're telling you they're saying to you, go to school, go to college, get a job. So I can't follow that. Why? Because where's the benefit in that? Okay, the job that I'm gonna get is at your business. So no, I don't want to get a job at your business and build up your business so that you can pass down your kids' is gonna, be able to live off of. Because everybody that I know that got a job don't got nothing to pass down to their kids. Everybody who got a business has something to pass down to their kids, even if it's just the skill. My father, he didn't give up the business, but because I was able to work in the business, I learned how to do the business, And therefore, when he moved on and retired from the business, I was able to start my own business. So that was the benefit of me, that my father was able to pass down to me. Had I went out and did a job, I probably would still be working right now on my job until I retired, because I don't know any other way. So I would have done it the way that they taught me. And see, that's what is going on. A lot of the people who are telling me what to do, they're doing it that way. They're following the way that they was taught in school. Go to school, they went to college, they got a degree, and now they got a high-paying job. Now, I know some of my friends who were smart and they did what I did. They went into the military. Okay, they got some skills, and when they got the skills, then they understood the need of going to college and getting an education, because the college education was going to advance their skills in order to advance their business. And that's really what the white folks, the Spanish people, the Indians, the Asians, that's what they do. They'll send their kids to school to learn the skills necessary to advance their business. And then once the kid learns all of the technology and all of the new things, they bring it back to their family. They bring it back to their community. And then they're able to build up their community. They're not depending on the white man, to give them, a handout in order to build up their community. They go and they get the education and learn what the white man is doing successfully. And then they say, okay, well, yeah, this is what I learned in, college, or this is what I learned, working as an intern at this construction company or at this architectural firm, or I was working at this business. And then they bring it back, and now they're the top of the line architect in their community. They're the top of the line salesman in their community. They're the top of the line construction worker, dentist. You see what I'm saying? In their community. Okay. Guess what? I didn't go to college. Okay. But amongst my family and friends, I'm the top of the line pest control person. Everybody calls me when it's, when they got a problem with pest control. Everybody knows me for I'm the black cleaner, okay? So I do carpet upholstery cleaning and water damage restoration. So I'm here in Panama, but I still get calls from my community and from my family on those subjects. Hey, I got a flood. How can I get some insurance money? And I'll be able to, give them some advice. And then that way I'm able to help build my community. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times when you talk to a lot of these people who have jobs, okay, and you go to them with a problem, because all they understand is the minute detail of what their job gives them, okay? They don't know about the industry that they're in. They might not be able to help you. They're like, oh, that's not my job function. I don't know how to help you with that. Or I don't have, or, you might say, hey, I need a hookup with this. Can you help me out? And they're like, hey, my boss, I'll get fired. And I need a job. Can you hook me up with a job? No, because they're being hooked up with a job. And you can't be hooked up when you're on a hookup yourself. But okay, I done gave people jobs working with me, people in the family, my friends, and I don't even have that much money. But when I would have a lot of work and I couldn't handle the work on my own, then I would go hook somebody up. Yo, I need some help. Yo, come over here, let me show you how to do this thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's the benefit of being able to go and have your own thing going on. I was just talking to this girl today, and she was talking about how, every day she gets up, she works. It's the first of the month, and the bills is due. And she's like, darn, all I do is I just work. And as soon as I get my money, I got to pay, for my daughter's school. I got to pay, for my bills and this, that. And it just never seems to end. And, I had to let her know. And she was like, oh, I don't even, and I feel like I'm doing harm because, I had to quit college. I'm not in college no more. And I was telling her, I was like, because her father passed away and he left her a house. So I was like, well, you're blessed with a house, okay? And the house is paid for. All right, so one of the biggest problems out here with people is having a place to live, because a house is a third of your income. You don't have that problem, okay? And then another thing is a lot of people don't have jobs out here. They over here running around scrambling just to try to find a decent paying job. You have a skill doing hair, okay? So if you just focus on, fixing up your house and focus on building up your clientele, guess what? In about 5 to 10 years, okay, that house is going to be worth, more. It's going to be worth a lot of money. And then number two, you're going to have a lot of clients to where you're going to be working every day. And if you want to go back to school, then you'll have the option to be, and the freedom to be able to go back to school, because you'll have a lot of clientele that's going to be paying you enough money to where you can say, okay, I can pay this $90, because that's another thing too. Here in Panama, college is only like, I think she was only paying like $90 to $100 a month going to the university. Okay, so another gem, another benefit of moving overseas. Education is either cheap or free. Ain't nobody paying $100,000 college bills. I know your student loans is getting forgiven now, but the price is still high. But back to what I was saying. See, these are the things that I was seeing early, because I was blessed to be in these positions early. My mother passed away when I was 10 years old, so I was able to see the benefits of owning property. My father had his own business, and I was gonna go get a job when I got out of the military, but as soon as I stepped off the plane of being home, my father was like, yo, I need some help. I got a lot of work. I got the school, it's back to school time, and I need somebody to help me go do the schools. Come with me and help me do the schools. And I didn't have to collect unemployment for 2 weeks and look for a job like some people who got out of the military. As soon as I stepped off the plane, my father was handing me a, Apex Pest Control shirt. And I was back to work. So work didn't even stop for me, but I also was getting an education, because okay, he's showing me how to go out, perform the service, okay, and then okay, the service is performed. Now it's time for us to get paid. Let's go home and let's get on this computer and let me show you how to draft an invoice to send to these people so that they can pay us. And I learned how to draft up invoices. You know what I'm saying? And then I would put them in the envelope, put the stamp on it, mail it out, and then wait for a check. And then he also showed me, how to go out here and, drum up business. So, I would go door to door passing out flyers and go knock on businesses and and pass out my business cards, the basics. That's the basics of business right there. I just told you. That's what my father taught me. And when we didn't have enough money to buy his business, he sold the business to somebody else. I was able to use those skills that my father gave me, because I knew how to do pest control. I knew how to go door to door and get customers, so I was able to generate my own clientele. But if I were to listen to everybody else who's like, you need to stop listening to your father, you need to stop listening to your brother, you need to go back to school, and you need to go get you a nice, good job. Okay, well, all of the people who got a nice, good job is working right now. And look at where I'm at. And that's what, which goes back to my first live. Look at you, look at me. I don't mean to be bragging, but I'm just trying to say, you know, everybody wants that carefree life where they can just be sitting there relaxing. And the way to get that carefree life where you can just relax is to build your own business. Remember that term, mind your own business? Remember how we used to say that back in the day? Mind your own business. Why didn't you listen to that instead of go to school and get a job? Nah, mind your own business, B. That's why I need to change. That's what I'm gonna do. This is part 2, and I'm gonna title this one "Mind Your Own Business." You know, even if you ain't got no business, you need to get some business about yourself. Find your life. All of these terms. These terms mean something in real life. You know, people say them, but they really mean something. And that because ain't nobody, as we know, your job is not going to pay for your kids' kids. It's what you do with the money in terms of building your business and building your household. That's what benefits your kids. If not in resources, if you don't give them the resources, you can at least give them the knowledge. And that's what I'm learning, and that's why I'm doing all of these Rennie's Ramble, because number one, I'm building content for my YouTube page, like I said before. But 2, you know, I'm passing down the knowledge that I know. And as I said, I don't got much, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no billionaire like Jay-Z and Diddy and all of them, but I don't got no billionaire problems neither. You feel me? I'm like the fisherman. You know, I told the story about the fisherman versus the CEO, where the CEO was trying to tell the fisherman to become a CEO. And he was like, well, what's the benefits of being a CEO? And he was like, you get to work hard and got a big enterprise. Okay, so what's the benefit of having that? Oh, well, once you have the you know, you get that billionaire status, you got the big enterprise, and you get to retire and, you know, chill in the villa with your friends and sing songs and drink and have a family and spend time with your family. And the fisherman's like, I do that now. When I need to go through all of these steps to get to here. All I need to do is just go out in my boat, get enough food to feed my family, go back to my hut, chill with my family, sell what I don't eat, and eat what I don't sell. And then I can go, and then I have free time to be able to go do what I want. That's it. In a nutshell. That's how it goes. But you want to listen to the white man and the, you know, other people who wants to tell you about getting a job and, you know, having this nice title, and you're stuck on that treadmill trying to get that, and then you're telling everybody else to get on that treadmill along with you. And then in the end, because we have a lot of examples now of people who done went before us who did that. Even the ones who were able to make it out alive and unscathed and were successful at it. They now 65, 70, and they got a lot of money in the bank, but now their health is gone, or, you know, they don't have enough, you know, energy to be able to, you know, run with the kids. You know, they sitting in the rocking chair. I'm 47 years old. As I said, I don't got a lot, but I don't got the problems that are attached to having a lot either. I do have the freedom. I chose freedom over security. And freedom isn't free. It does cost. But the cost of freedom isn't $1 million. That's pretty much what I'm saying. All right, well, I've been rambling, and I'm gonna end this. I hope you was able to get what I'm putting down here. I'm about to enjoy my little empanada and my tea. So I hope you all enjoy you all's day. It's November, so I told people I'm gonna be doing a Thanksgiving in Panama. So anybody who wants to come to Panama for Thanksgiving, let me know. And I'll set you up. Alright, well, enjoy your day. Be cool. Peace.